This is gonna be the hardest decision I'll ever have to make in my entire life. And of course, it has to be Novel-chan and not me.
No!
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. So, last time I was evil and decided to leave you guys on a major cliffhanger. We are presented with two choices. One of them is, I love you, and the other one is friend zone.
One is fuck you and one is fuck you. Let's go.
And the sad thing is that it's Novel-chan saying
It is.
this.
What a bastard.
But I like Sayori too much. So I couldn't friend zone her like that. So I know what I gotta do. Fuck you, Novel-chan. I'm only doing this because I want Sayori to be happy. I love you.
Ew. Gross.
I love you, babe.
Ew. Huh?
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Those are my true feelings. I never even knew I had any. So
neither.
there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. It took me 6 episodes
Because
of
I'm a
spending
piece of
time with
shit.
everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day. It helped me realize that you were truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Novel-chan.
Aww. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. We're
And
seriously
breaks my
starting
neck.
out the fucking episode with me wanting to cry.
Novel-chan. Is this really okay?
Alright, well, this is already non-canon because he's supposed to be bald.
He's supposed
I haven't
to be
seen his
bald
face
and
yet,
naked.
Oh,
So
yeah. I haven't seen his face yet. Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms to pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again, except when I need to use the bathroom.
that's super fair.
I love you, Novel-chan. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I guess.
Even when you go to the
I feel
bathroom.
I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. I turn and see Monika shooting daggers at me.
Hi.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Novel-chan.
It's okay, Sayori. I guarantee you things would have ended up worse if I said, let's be friends.
Yeah, I know, right?
It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly released each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
Ew. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple.
Yeah, you did it, Novel-chan. Good one, me.
Ew.
I don't know if I could handle anything more right now.
I could.
Okay. You can keep that to yourself. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. I am a pretty scary guy. We'll go whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Novel-chan?
Hey, did I tell you that Yuri sucked my finger in the last episode?
What?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. I'm never gonna be able to get that out of my head.
I know, that was true. I literally forgot that that happened.
Even if I get really, really sad. This is the best thing for me, right?
Monika exists, so probably not. I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I don't like that line.
Man of many words.
I do. That's my promise. I don't know why. It always rubs me the wrong way whenever they're just like, you know what's best for me. It's like,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, no.
I say that, but in reality, I never felt more certain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. This is Doki Doki, so it's not gonna fucking
Yeah,
happen.
no. Funny story.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be shit.
I heard you were talking about me. Novel-chan!
There's no music.
You're the first one here.
Yeah, I am.
Why? Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika has placed little
Oh.
booklets on each of the desks in the classroom.
I
It must
dealt
be the
with
one she
her.
prepared. And have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I plagiarized it.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, she overslept again. I really don't like how there's no sound and no music.
Yeah, I know. It gets creepy.
That dummy. Fucking idiot. You think nowadays this is important, you should try a little harder. I
Damn,
say that, I
dude.
suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, bro, did you listen to
Are
anything she
you
told you?
fucking
you have the
memory
memory of a
loss, you
fucking goldfish?
dumbass?
And suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple
Oh my
for her.
god, you
I
suck.
only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking.
Well,
like a
change your
dickhead.
way.
But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You're so stupid. You should take a little responsibility for her, Novel-chan. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange. You know about that?
Of course I do.
No.
I'm the club president, after all.
I'm everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. I proceeded to punch her. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so back off. Stay in your lane.
I'm going to end your life. Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Oh, I'm well aware. Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets?
No.
They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk, and I jumped out the window. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. And then I noticed all the photos were from Omori and Basil's
shit.
photo album.
Oh no.
I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during her practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. Oh no. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. I love this one. Get out of my head. It's a rap. Percentage. Ugh. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Novel-chan?
Hey, shitlord, what is this?
That's not my name. What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything else Sayori's written. More than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
No, you're not. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
Tell me, when do you find her? I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Die. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. But I clearly fucking failed at that.
Oh god.
I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone, either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. There really is something that a boyfriend would do. What is in it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, and I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. I don't want to see it. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I fucking figured.
Yeah.
God, that's fucking horrible.
I know.
File game script chapter 5, line 307. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. I walked her to school and remained friends with her like it always has been. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And...
Ta-da!
yeah, I didn't fucking like that at all.
You did it.
Wow.
You did it. You
Oh,
beat the
look
game.
at that.
You did it.
Fuck you, Monika. You're
you
such
beat
a
the
bitch.
game, Andy.
I did. Look at that. What is that?
You get it. You won.
Wow. I love this. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any tension but draw her to herself. That girl is yay. And the neighbor. And good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long.
You know, just like that. You're funny
Just walk to school together on days like this. Starting her in high school, you've been oversleep more and more frequently, and I'll get tired of waiting up. I want to wake up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just signed out in front of the class so I can catch up to me. What the fuck are you doing? It's nowhere near school day like anywhere. Mornings are usually the worst because we're out of couples and friend groups walking
Welcome
to
to
school
Doki
together and
Doki
your dead
Abridged.
girlfriend. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. Fuck this game. I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free times on game and anime. It's always the anime club. It's not like there's be any girls in it anyway. Because I guess no girl ever watches anime ever.
Nope.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Novel-chan?
Bitch! Monika!
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
According to my recording, no, it's only been about 2 minutes. Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we've really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little weird. What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. Or your ass. You're at the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Well, you should have stayed. Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs.
Wow, that's crazy because I can't stand you.
Oh, really? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special about it.
Or out it of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join? The bitch club?
Yeah, actually, I'm the president. Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Wow, that glitch was so funny. Do it again. Literature? That sounds kind of dull and murdery. How many members do you have so far? 0.
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far.
Wow, 3?
It's really hard to find a new member for some reason, or for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know?
Actually, it is, because Sayori isn't around.
What's a Sayori? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monika say she?
Hey, Novel-chan? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
No.
Oh,
I mean, I guess so, but dude, just say no.
in that case, I'd like to welcome you to our cult. Is there any chance you could do me a big favor?
No, in fact, you owe me.
No, I don't. I don't owe anyone anything. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least,
At the very least, visit my club.
it would make me really happy. Please?
Anything that makes you happy, I don't want to do. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Aw, awesome.
Who could ever refuse Bitch Lord?
You're really sweet, Novel-chan. Even if you call me a bitch like every 5 seconds, I know you really don't mean it. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for more materials. Oh my goodness. I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Wow. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Monika rips the door off the hinges.
I'm back. And I brought a guest with me.
Huh? A guest?
It's nice how he knows Monika immediately, and then he's like, oh, who's that?
Yeah, I know, right?
Seriously, you brought a fucking male? Way to kill the atmosphere, jackass. Why is he back?
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Novel-chan.
Thanks. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Wow.
So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Ew.
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual.
Where's Sayori?
What? Why would you say that name? And this is Yuri, the vice president.
That's a lie.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you, huh?
So, I ran into Novel-chan in the classroom, but he decided to come check out our club. Isn't that great?
No. Wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Make yourself fucking useful for a change. Why don't you come sit down, Novel-chan?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Natsuki's trying to strangle her. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. Hey, babe.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club a fun and exciting atmosphere for everyone. I just saved the line because I fucked it up.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Something tells me you're very manipulative. It must be hard to
No.
start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature.
Yeah, that's great.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees.
You
Such
guess?
different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully pours it on Natsuki's head. Places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Wow.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of hot tea, help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri socks her.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you, I guess. This all feels really familiar. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Wow, this is like episode 1. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Novel-chan, what kind of things do you like to read?
Porn.
Oh
Well,
god!
Considering how much I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Mangi.
Mangy.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly explodes. She looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Nope. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
I often like to read the backs of cereal boxes. Well, let's see.
When I was little, I used to do that.
Me too.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. And then she dips her finger in it, and then she starts sucking on her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Yeah, fantasy worlds. Have you seen a game called Omori? There's a fantasy world in there.
What? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious from the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
I realized I'm bored as fuck, and my head falls through the counter. Or not the counter, the desk.
The desk.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately taking advantage of you? Can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Yeah, I read a horror book once. A horror book?
A horror
I desperately
book?
grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a fucking rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits you It suits your personality. It suits you personality. Jesus Christ.
Oh, is that so?
The glitching is getting worse.
I'm dying.
Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
And I hate you. Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. Why are we all saying the same thing?
I don't know. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Yeah, I said this before. What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Jesus Christ.
Don't say it out loud, you dumb whore.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
And give that back.
Fine.
I have my one tooth. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
What a
Bozo.
nerd.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive for you. Why don't you share them sometime? No, you're an ass.
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them anyway. They're about beaches. Not a very confident writer yet? Did you not hear what I just said?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and oh my fucking god, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers.
She shrunk. I guess to save for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, it was shit. Never come up with an idea again. I think you're right, Monika.
Left.
No. You should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Novel-chan?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
Oh my god,
Where's
what?
Best Girl?
Huh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club, dummy. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Natsuki looked like she's gonna kill me.
Yeah,
All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. You're a male?
Ew.
Disgusting.
Gross. But... I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. You will join our club.
If you don't join my little club, well, you don't want to know what's going to happen next. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Novel-chan. I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club.
Wow, that's hilarious.
It's not funny.
That's why I'm gonna leave.
We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members.
Wow, that's crazy they killed off one of them.
What? What are you talking about? And if we don't find one more before the festival...
Well, then I guess you're fucked. Come on, Yuri and Natsuki, let's go make our own club.
Could you
Find
imagine
another
if
girl.
they went and like made the book shack next door in the next classroom over?
Monika would be like, what the
She'd be
fuck?
like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself feels pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay, and I was losing my girlfriend in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't. I'm learning. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Novel-chan?
No, I'm only saying it to progress the dialogue.
Oh, I fucking
Yeah.
hate you.
It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Like, I would literally end you.
Novel-chan, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now.
Maybe you should have stayed unofficial.
Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
I see.
Snorker monkey.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more. Stop.
Novel-chan, I look forward to seeing what you have to oh my god, how you express yourself.
Well, I've expressed myself pretty well, considering I have no clothes.
Oh god.
I have underwear, though. Yeah. I have my bright polka dot boxers today.
Very
Did I really impress the
cartoony.
class star? Monika with my mediocre writing skills? The one I'm wearing tomorrow has tiny watermelons on them.
Wow.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set and slams it over Monika's head. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Slaughtered. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, I can't wait.
I can. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, the bitch. Yuri, the freak. Monika, the whore.
Oh god.
Will I really be happy spending every day in school with a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Girls. And the elusive fourth one. All right. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune.
Your
find me.
fortune.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Ooh. Wow, that's really
It's
shit.
a beautiful poem.
Wow.
Wow. Your pixels.
Yeah, you have a little bit of empty space there, huh? Ambient. Disaster. Breathe. Essence. Wonderful. Kawaii. Bed. Extreme. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that one. Marshmallow. Dance. Alone. Ribbon. Question. Pleasure. Unstable. Embrace. Death. Entropy. Color.
Embrace death.
I wonder
Embrace
which
death.
one is. I wonder which girl's gonna like mine the most.
I know, right? Hi again, Novel-chan.
You.
Okay, you don't need to say that. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
You probably glitched me back here, so. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word sometimes. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Novel-chan.
Your face is weird.
Why would you say that about my face? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. For you, fuck. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, that was kind of weird, guys. I like glitched out for a second. Wow. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika.
Marnica.
I'm just gonna call her Moronica. I don't know
Veronica.
if you just plan to come
What
here
the
and
hell
hang
did
out
you
or
just
what.
call me?
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it, and I'm gonna chop off your nipples. Can you get the fuck out of the text box, please?
Hi. Hello. Not
Monika, Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monika and manga and moron. Manga is literature. Manga is art. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Novel-chan. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a gun. A disappointed glance.
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
But wait. I didn't mean it like that.
I did.
If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a gun. A book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I also got you a gun. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should be able to keep your attention. I know your brain is small, even if you don't usually read.
This is 2 words too many. I only
Don't
read
hurt
things that have
yourself.
1 word.
Okay, fine. I'll just, here. And she just rips out 1 word from the book and hands it to him. And we could, you know, stick our fingers in our mouths. Discuss it if you wanted.
Okay.
Ew.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute and freaky?
I
She
feel like
picked out a book she thinks I'll like,
that
despite me not reading
line-
it very much.
that line, how is this girl accidentally being so cute, is like literally the title of an anime probably somewhere. Guarantee
Oh, I
it.
guarantee. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book and put it in my mouth.
And I throw it out the window. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now everyone's... Okay, I noticed that was freaking weird.
I was waiting to see if you noticed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why the hell is Yuri so big? And why is the background starting to get slanted?
And yeah.
Yeah. Like, I didn't actually really... I thought it was kind of intentional, but then, like...
No.
And then I knew it was off as soon as everything went back to normal.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick me in the nuts. Find some scheduled activities for the club.
Time
That
for your
doesn't seem to
ball
be the case.
crushing.
Okay, babe. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I won't also feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse at the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me, Captain Underpants. More than that, she teased me on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Never mind. It only makes her hide her face deeper in her book.
Never mind.
Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Monika is getting pissed off.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I am eye candy after all. Your eye really wants to see me, so it's like spreading off your face a little bit. That's the book you gave me, right?
I feel ill.
Why is it still going? Stop.
I wanted to reread some of it, but unfortunately my eye is flying away, so I can't.
Do you need me to grab it? Oh, never mind.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have superpowers and make your eyes do that? How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
I can't tell you. When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Waste of money. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well...
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Illuminati? Basically,
no.
it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
Okay.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and
What the
affixing
fuck?
them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it.
It sounds cool but fucked up. I don't think I'll read it.
Yeah, right? The book, I mean. Not cutting off limbs. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere.
Give me your limbs. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Novel-chan?
Dismemberment? No. It's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I mean, I played Your Turn to Die and Danganronpa, so...
Yeah, right?
I know
I'm
Mori.
crazy. I'm crazy.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story... It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a different perspective. A new perspective, fuck. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full
Oh.
of horrible people and we're all worthless anyways.
I agree. Wow.
Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I?
Yeah, stop talking.
Not again. I'm sorry.
I don't accept your apology. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Just that your text got all bold and weird.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body just gets... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Okay, stop.
Damn.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes!
Wow, that was cool.
Wow.
I mean, you don't have to, but
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah,
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
that's... I'm sorry. It's not that... It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything with my good looks.
I literally hate you.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just... What the fuck?
You were bathing in my body heat? What the fuck? You apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean,
Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk till it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Wow.
Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I started to use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
I wasn't done reading that. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, and then Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page?
I just turned the page and didn't even get to read any words yet. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second by your beauty.
Ew.
I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah.
Monika is frothing at the mouth right now.
I'm literally going feral! That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
I've actually never read a word before.
Oh, wow. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page for me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. An indirect hand-holding.
Wow.
Hey, Yuri.
No.
This might be a silly thought, but, the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Dumb? Yeah, that too. Something else.
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
No.
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You could rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, you were like, and I was like, damn, shut up.
Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Water's gonna help you breathe.
Yes.
Alright,
I'm a
don't push
fish.
yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. Slams into the wall. What on earth was that about?
Novel-chan?
No.
Did something happen just now?
Were you talking with another girl?
Are you breathing another girl's air?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Or jealous?
Oh, yeah, I am, extremely. But no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
Really, I should be saying the opposite. I should make sure you didn't do anything to her.
What do you mean?
No, nothing. Also, your neck is kind of small.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with our sharing our poems with each other?
With you? Should we wait for Yuri?
Who gives a fuck about Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay?
No. Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip back into my bag.
I sit down.
Who should I show my poem to first? Literally 2 options. What the fuck?
It's
Yuri,
a clear
you know what?
choice, so.
Shut the hell up. Alright, it looks like we're gonna wrap it up there.
Hell yeah.
So next time on Doki Doki Literature Club, we're gonna show our poem to Natsuki because fuck Monika. Spoiler alert.
She is gonna be pissed.
But honestly though, God, I knew it was coming with what happened to Sayori. Damn, it still hurts, despite knowing
it's
that it was
rough.
gonna happen.
It's pretty sad.
Uh,
Sayori is so cute
can't-
and sweet.
She is. So wait, didn't you say you did or only did one of the endings?
Yeah, I only did one, and it was. I'm pretty positive with Yuri.
Hmm. Oh, so did you already know what was happening with have you already seen Sayori's then?
So that thing with Sayori, I'm pretty positive happens regardless. I mean, like, I didn't pick the other answer, but like that's I think a staple thing that happens at the beginning.
Ah, okay. Well, damn,
But
that
I could be
fucking blows.
wrong. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to keep the series going and show some support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you all in the next episode.